In the sprawling multi-level spaceport cafeteria on the human colony planet of NOA, the hum of interstellar commerce and cultural exchange filled the air. Dr. Alex Mercer, a tall and thoughtful human xenobiologist, navigated through the crowd with a tray of food, his gaze curious and attentive. He had been stationed here to study and interact with various alien species, documenting their habits and cultures to enhance human understanding and cooperation. The curious lion. Alex found an open table near a large viewing window overlooking the docking bays, where ships of all sizes glittered against the backdrop of deep space. As he settled down, his eyes caught sight of an unusual figure, seated alone 2 tables away. A beautiful alien with striking blue skin and luminescent eyes. Her presence was commanding yet serene amidst the bustling environment. Professional curiosity. Intrigued, Alex remembered the briefing on her species, the lions, known for their enigmatic nature and rare visits to human territories. Driven by both professional curiosity and personal fascination, he decided to approach her. The introduction. With a polite smile, Alex walked over, carrying an extra cookie from his tray. "Hello there," Alex greeted, stopping at her table with a respectful nod. "I'm Dr. Alex Mercer. I couldn't help but notice that you're a lion. We don't see many of your kind here. May I join you?" Meeting Lyra. The alien, whose name was Lyra, looked up with a hint of surprise in her bright green eyes. "You may, Dr. Mercer," she replied in a melodic voice that resonated slightly with an unidentifiable harmony. "I am Lyra. Your observance is correct. We lions seldom travel this far from our systems." Offering a cookie. Alex sat down, placing the cookie in front of her. "I thought perhaps you might enjoy trying something from our cuisine. This is a simple human delicacy, a cookie. Harmless to us. But I hope it's agreeable to your diet." Curiosity turns to crisis. Lyra tilted her head, eyeing the cookie curiously. "I am familiar with your human foods from the database, but I have never consumed one. It is agreeable to try," she said, her hand moving gracefully to pick up the cookie. As Lyra tasted the cookie, Alex watched her reaction closely, hoping it would be a pleasant one. The reaction. Lyra's demeanor shifted. The cookie, laced unintentionally with ingredients that acted as mild stimulants for lions, began to affect her. Her eyes widened, and a flush spread across her blue cheeks. "Dr. Mercer," Lyra interrupted, her voice tense. "I am feeling unusual effects from this cookie. Is this normal?" A rush to help. Realizing something was wrong, Alex's concern grew. "No, that's not normal at all. Let me help you. We should get you to our medical center to make sure you're okay." As Lyra nodded in agreement, her movements slightly erratic, Alex quickly stood, supporting her by her arm. Heading to the medical center. "I'm sorry for this unexpected reaction," he said, filled with worry as they made their way out of the cafeteria. The eyes of many patrons followed them, their exit marking the beginning of an unforeseen adventure, one that would test the boundaries of human and alien interaction under the most unexpected circumstances. The medical emergency. The medical center. As they left the cafeteria behind, the vastness of space loomed outside, a reminder of the infinite possibilities and challenges that lay ahead. As they hurried towards the medical center, Alex's mind raced with concerns about the unforeseen reaction Lyra had experienced. Arrival and diagnosis. The bustling corridors of NOA Spaceport, usually a place of vibrant commerce and social interactions, felt oppressively narrow as he guided the visibly distressed lion through the crowd. "Please, just hold on, Lyra. We're almost there," Alex reassured her, sensing her increasing discomfort. Lyra, struggling to maintain her composure, nodded slightly, her glowing eyes darting around, taking in the sea of unfamiliar faces. The state-of-the-art facility. The medical center was a state-of-the-art facility designed to cater to the diverse biological needs of countless species. As they entered, Dr. Lena Reynolds, a lead medical officer known for her expertise in xenobiology, noticed them immediately, Her sharp eyes quickly assessed the situation. Immediate attention. "Alex, what happened?" Dr. Reynolds asked, approaching swiftly with a medical scanner in hand. "It's the cookie I gave her," Alex explained, his voice tinged with regret. "I thought it was safe. Lyra, this is Dr. Reynolds. She's the best we have." Administering the serum, Lyra managed a weak smile even as her body began to react more violently. Dr. Reynolds ran the scanner over her, frowning at the readings that flashed on the screen. "It's reacting with her biochemistry. Looks like some sort of hyperstimulant effect. We need to flush her system immediately," Dr. Reynolds declared, directing them towards an isolation room equipped with advanced medical technology. Stabilizing Lyra. Inside the room, Lyra was placed on a diagnostic bed, her body now shimmering with a bioluminescent glow, a natural defense mechanism. Alex watched anxiously as Dr. Reynolds prepared a detoxifying serum. "This should help, but I need to warn you, the effects might be intense," Dr. Reynolds informed them as she administered the serum through a dermal patch. Apologies and realizations. Lyra's breathing slowed, and her glow began to subside. Alex, relieved, took a seat beside her. "I am really sorry about this. I didn't mean for any of this to happen," he apologized. Lyra turned to look at him, her expression softening. "It is not your fault, Alex. You could not have known. I am grateful for your help." The aftermath. A stir among the community. As the serum worked, Lyra's symptoms eased, but the incident had already sparked a flurry of activity outside the isolation room. Word of the incident spread quickly, catching the attention of station security and other curious onlookers. The presence of a distressed lion, a rare visitor, caused a stir among the community, leading to rumors and speculations. Reporting the incident. Meanwhile, Alex received a call from his superior, Director Sarah Cole, who had been alerted to the situation. "Alex, I need a full report on this and ensure Dr. Reynolds documents everything. We can't afford an incident, especially not with a lion," she instructed firmly. "Yes, Director. I'll handle it," Alex responded, aware of the gravity of the situation. Security inquiry. Once Lyra was stable, Alex escorted her out of the medical center, only to be met by a security team. The head of security, a stern man named Captain Marks, stepped forward. "Dr. Mercer, we need to speak with Miss Lyra about the incident. Protocol dictates we understand exactly what happened," Captain Marks stated, his tone indicating it was not a request but a requirement. Cooperation and conflicts. Lyra, still recovering, nodded in agreement. Alex felt a surge of protectiveness, but knew cooperation was the best path forward. They moved to a secure conference room, where Lyra explained her experience in detail, her voice steady but her eyes haunted by the ordeal. As the meeting concluded, Alex and Lyra found themselves at the heart of a developing storm, their actions and decisions from here on potentially affecting the delicate balance of interspecies relations. Seeking solitude. Media frenzy. After the exhaustive debriefing with Captain Marks and the security team, Alex and Lyra left the conference room only to be greeted by a corridor bustling with whispering onlookers and flashing media drones. The news of Lyra's adverse reaction to a human cookie and the subsequent medical emergency had quickly morphed into a spectacle. A plan to lay low. Alex, feeling the growing discomfort with the invasive attention Lyra was receiving, pulled her aside into a quieter junction. "Listen, Lyra, I think it's best if we lay low for a bit," Alex suggested, scanning the area for a less conspicuous route. "The attention isn't just a nuisance. It could escalate into something neither of us wants." Agreement and discretion. Lyra, still slightly pale but regaining her composure, nodded in agreement. "Your concern is justified, Alex. This spectacle could hinder my mission and studies here." Opting for discretion, they took a detour through the service corridors of the spaceport, a less frequented part of the station, where the hum of the main thoroughfares was replaced by the rhythmic pulse of machinery and the occasional echo of distant footsteps. Safe haven. As they moved, Alex's communicator buzzed with an incoming message from Dr. Reynolds, marked urgent. He glanced at the screen, his brow furrowing. Lena says the substance in the cookie has unknown long-term effects. We need to run more tests to ensure there's no lasting harm. Understanding the predicament, Lyra stopped, her gaze intense. I appreciate your concern, Alex, but I cannot afford to be a subject of human medical inquiries indefinitely. My people are wary of such intrusions. Understanding her predicament, Alex pocketed his communicator. Okay, let's get you somewhere safe first. We can figure out the rest later. Unveiling the truth. Hidden sanctuary. Their path led them to an old maintenance hangar, seldom used and mostly forgotten, a relic from the early days of the spaceport. Inside, the vast, shadowy interior offered a temporary sanctuary. Alex knew a few crew members who used these hangars as shortcuts or for unofficial breaks. Trusting Milo, he contacted a trusted friend, Milo, a technician with access to various station resources. Milo arrived quickly, his expression a mix of curiosity and concern. Alex, what's this I hear about you harboring a lion fugitive? He joked lightly, but his eyes were sharp, assessing Lyra's condition. Finding refuge. Not a fugitive, just avoiding unnecessary drama. Alex replied, introducing Lyra. Milo, she needs a place to stay off the grid. Can you help? Milo nodded, his demeanor turning serious. I know just the spot. Follow me. He led them through a series of labyrinthine tunnels until they arrived at a small unmarked access door. Inside was a compact living space equipped with basic amenities, a safe house of sorts used occasionally for situations requiring discretion. Settling in. This will do, Lyra said, examining her new quarters with reserved appreciation. Thank you, Milo. Anything for Alex? Milo replied, clapping Alex on the shoulder. I'll leave you too. Just buzz when you need to get out, or if you need anything. Resolving the situation. Once Milo departed, Alex turned to Lyra. We should be safe here for the time being. I'll stay nearby in case you need anything. We need to figure out our next steps. Lyra sat down, her alien elegance stark against the utilitarian backdrop of the safe house. Alex, your world is complex. The incident today has shown me how precarious our position is here. Understanding the stakes. Yeah, it's not just about us anymore, Alex admitted, feeling the weight of the situation. This could affect human-lion relations, could even escalate if we're not careful. We must be cautious indeed. Lyra agreed, her voice steady despite the chaos of the day. But we also need to clear up this misunderstanding about the cookie and its effects. My people must not see this as an act of aggression. Resolving together. Alex nodded, his resolve hardening. Then we'll clear it up together. Gathering information. Makeshift lab. As they settled into the makeshift sanctuary, Alex and Lyra delved into a hasty research effort. They aimed to understand the chemical reaction that had caused such an adverse effect on Lyra, hopeful that this knowledge could mitigate any potential diplomatic fallout. Discovering the compound. Alex set up a makeshift lab with equipment Milo had discreetly brought, turning the space into a hub of activity. As they worked, the truth about the cookie's ingredients began to unfold. It seems the cookie contained trace amounts of citharine, a compound naturally found in some human food crops, but psychoactive for lions. Alex explained, poring over the data on his tablet. Cultural significance. Lyra, looking over his shoulder, nodded gravely. In lion culture, substances that alter mind or body are considered sacred, used only in significant rites. An accidental exposure could be seen as a violation or a form of disrespect. This explains the reaction and the spectacle. Alex muttered, frustration evident in his tone. We need to communicate this to both our governments before things escalate further. Unexpected visitor. Their work was interrupted by a soft chime at the door. Cautiously, Alex peered through the security monitor to see a figure he didn't recognize. A young woman with strikingly sharp features and a gaze that seemed to cut through the dim lighting of the corridor. Offering help. "Who is it?" Alex asked through the comm. "Name's Alara," the woman replied, her voice confident and charming. "I'm here because you need help, and I'm offering it." Skeptical yet intrigued, Alex opened the door. "What kind of help?" he inquired as Alara stepped into the light, revealing the insignia of the NOOA Free Traders, a network known for their neutrality in political affairs. "The Free Traders' information." "Information," Alara said, glancing towards Lyra before focusing back on Alex. "You're trying to stop a potential interspecies incident, right? My contacts saw your little incident at the cafeteria. We believe in the free flow of information, and it seems you needed to clear up this mess." Lyra, who had remained silent, now stepped forward. "What do you want in return?" she asked, her voice steady despite the clear suspicion in her eyes. "Negotiating a favor. Simple." Alara smiled slightly. "When you clear this up, you owe us a favor. Nothing more. We believe keeping peace is beneficial for all parties involved." After a brief discussion, Alex and Lyra agreed to Alara's terms. The trader provided them with communication logs from the spaceport that showed a heightened interest in the incident from several suspicious sources, suggesting that not everyone wanted the issue resolved peacefully. Understanding the larger picture, armed with this new information, Alex turned to Lyra. "We need to be careful who we trust. This is more than just a misunderstanding. There are players here who'd benefit from a conflict between our people." Lyra nodded, her expression resolute. "Let us prepare a detailed report with our findings and the medical data. We'll need to present it to both our governments. Transparency might be our best defense against those who seek to manipulate the situation for their own gain." Presenting the evidence, preparing the report, as they worked into the night, compiling their findings into a comprehensive report, Alex couldn't help but feel the weight of responsibility. This was no longer just about a simple allergic reaction to a human cookie, but a potential spark that could ignite tensions across species lines. The trader's departure. Meanwhile, Alara departed as silently as she had arrived. Her motives wrapped in mystery, but her assistance proving invaluable. In the shadows of the station's less frequented corridors, whispers of her visit began to stir among those who monitored the comings and goings of the spaceport's more secretive visitors. Critical decisions. Alex and Lyra knew that the next steps they took could mean the difference between peace and conflict. As dawn approached, casting a pale light through the narrow windows of the safe house, they finalized their report. Diplomatic outreach. With the report ready, Alex contacted Director Cole and arranged a secure communication with the Lion delegation. The detailed findings were presented, emphasizing the accidental nature of the incident and the steps taken to mitigate any long-term effects. Awaiting response. As they waited for the response, the tension in the safe house was palpable. Lyra remained calm, her demeanor a testament to her people's resilience. "Whatever happens next, Alex, know that you have my gratitude. Your efforts have shown me the true spirit of humanity. An uncertain future. Let's hope our governments see it the same way," Alex replied, a hint of uncertainty in his voice. "This is just the beginning, Lyra. We still have a lot of work ahead of us." The beginning of an alliance. As they awaited the outcome of their diplomatic outreach, Alex and Lyra knew that their actions had already forged a bond of trust and cooperation between them. In the vast expanse of space, amidst the complexities of interstellar relations, they stood as a testament to the potential for understanding and unity. The road ahead. The road ahead was uncertain, but one thing was clear: the journey they had embarked upon together was far from over. Their story was just beginning, a tale of unexpected alliances and the endless possibilities that lay in the uncharted territories of human and alien cooperation.